Yo, T-Rex, how you doing? You're just cooking? Nice. I just finished eating. I had pie and chips. A chicken curry pie and chips with a bit of ketchup on. Fee fi fo fum. What's up, Big Al? How you doing, Jack? We're back. See you in a sec, T-Rex. I'm good, Jack. How are you, buddy? Hey, Sharon. Good to see you. Good, brother. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you too, Jack, man. Good to see you too. I'm not doing a lot tonight. I've only just finished eating. I had pie and chips. I started cooking a little bit late, so I ate late. So I won't be doing a lot during this stream. You caught me watching Teeth. I was only watching the video for the monster booty. I mean monster trucks. No face. I haven't listened to it today, to be fair. I'm gonna make barbecue chicken per request of family. Nice. Got a whole chicken in the smoker. Nice one, Jack. What are you having with it? You're doing mashed potatoes and green beans? Nice. Jack, what are you having with your chicken, buddy? Mashed potato and barbecue chicken sounds good. Corn on the cob, mashed potatoes and gravy. Sorry, buddy, I didn't realise you were typing, Jack. Corn on the cob. Oh, it's been a long time since I had corn on the cob. Mashed potatoes and gravy with chicken. Sounds good, man. Sounds terrific. What are you having, No Face? Potatoes. Potato. Like the stream if you haven't already, guys. Subscribe if you're not already. I like my chicken like I like my exes on the other side of the road. Fair. Fair. You going fishing tomorrow, Jack? Nice, buddy. Bet you're looking forward to that. What do you do for what do you do for work now, Jack? Or are you retired? So jacked up. I am too at the store. You're retired, fair enough. I've had a craving for chunky blue cheese, so I got that and some popcorn chicken. Nice. Sounds good. Everyone's having chicken. I've even had chicken, well, in a form of chicken. I've had chicken curry pie with chips. Seems like everyone's having chicken. I want some catfish for a fish fry. Okay, Sharon, nice. Retired pipe fitter, welder. Nice one, Jack. Sorry, guys. It's cheaper than beef at this point. Oh, I remember you saying, actually, yeah. I remember you saying chicken was cheaper than beef. Everyone's dinner is turning foul. Yeah, Jack's having chicken. No Face is having chicken. Sharon's having chicken. I've had chicken in some form. Wait till we make turkey and even Thanksgiving, No Face. So, Sharon, other than shopping, what are you doing tomorrow? Jack's going fishing. No Face, what's your plans for tomorrow, buddy? Sharon, ever try your catfish in a fish and chips combination? Just split a cow with a neighbour. $3,600 grass-fed Black Angus. $5.10 a pound. Just wondering if it works. Shopping and cooking and paying bills, then nothing but shooting the shit with friends in the US. Fair enough, Bob. Welcome in. First time I've seen you here, Bob. Welcome to the stream. Please like and subscribe and stick those notifications on so you don't miss anything. Eat, shit, sleep, repeat. Oops, I forgot the work part. Fair, No Face. Bob, my aunt used to do that with me. We'd go in processing and stick it in the freezer. Hello, Bob. Washington State here. Oh, and stock the freezer. You know I can't type. Yep. Freezer's full. Nice one. Sheesh QCB. I'll make her coffee in a few minutes when I can be bothered. She ended up selling the herd off. She's wanting to move and not run the farm anymore. She's pushing 80, to be fair. You're not far behind, though, are you, Sharon? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm flipping you off right now. You just can't see. Coffee, what? No Yorkshire Gold. No, I'm having it. It's coffee before bed, Jack. 80 should be an easy push. No face. Oh, that's great. Yeah, coffee before bed, Jack. I have a coffee in the morning. I drink tea throughout the day, and then I have 2 coffees at night, maybe, depending on what mood I'm in. Because coffee doesn't keep me awake, so I could drink coffee all day. I've taken coffees to bed with me. I mean, if you've been here for the gameplay live streams, I don't go to bed until about 3 a.m. and I take a coffee with me, and it doesn't keep me awake. Keeps me awake while I'm drinking it, but as soon as that coffee's done, I even double checked on a stream to make sure it was make sure it wasn't decaf, and it's not decaf. Coffee doesn't seem to keep me awake. But yeah, a coffee in the morning, tea throughout the day, or depending on where I am, a hot chocolate, or a milkshake or whatever, and then you know, I could have a tea now. It's not that I'm against tea. I prefer tea, but coffee at night, especially while I'm live streaming. Gotcha. No face. I've got coffee right now. Tea doesn't keep me awake, but coffee wires me. Fair enough. How much tea do you drink, Jack? Do you just have 1 or 2 cups of tea a day, or and then fill it in with coffee, or what do you do? Decaf is an abomination. It is. It is. Absolutely, Sharon. I personally don't know anyone that drinks decaf. I don't have decaf. My parents don't buy decaf. Um, but yeah. I made a coffee cup in my merch that says no decaf allowed. Nice one, Sharon. 2 glasses a day, late morning, 1 cup of strong black coffee first thing. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I don't get these people that stop drinking hot drinks after a certain time of night. I mean, I get it. Don't if you're a person that does struggle to sleep when you're drinking coffee, don't have a coffee at 10 o'clock at night. But you get these people who stop drinking at midday. They won't have a coffee after midday, or they won't have tea after 1, or those kind of people freak me out a little bit. Hot cocoa works at night. See, it depends where I am. There's one of my meetings I go to. They have really nice hot chocolate, so I have hot chocolate when I'm there. And then there's another place I go to, and we'll always have milkshakes. Unless it's raining and cold, then we have tea or coffee. But if it's a nice day, they're always serving milkshakes. I keep 2 cups of ice beside my bed. You don't drink hot drinks, no face? Fair enough. I can't drink coffee past 10 a.m. or I'm up all night. Really? You can't drink coffee. You haven't made a no. You haven't made a mistake because A and P are nowhere near each other. You can't drink coffee past 10 a.m. Wow. No face. That's because you're closer to hell where you're at. Southern humidity. Fair enough. I get that. I do get that. Correct, freaky. Huh. Yeah, it's a little bit. He turns into Gremlin Prepper. No, it is a bit of a strange one, that, Jack. My morning coffee. I wake up at 8 every morning, or earlier, depending if I need to be up earlier, obviously. But most mornings I'm up at 8. At 8:20, I make my first coffee. Again, unless I need to be up and out earlier than that. But if I'm up at a normal time, I'm up at 8. First coffee at 8:20, because by then I've had a shave, had a wash, whatever. I'm ready to have that coffee. And then, I'm about my day, and while I'm out and doing things, it's tea. Tea is what I drink in the daytime. Or a coffee, depending on my mood, or a hot chocolate or milkshake or whatever, depending, where I am and all that kind of stuff. But it's usually that first coffee at 8:20. And yeah, teas in between, and then coffees before bed. 2 or 3, or depending if I'm doing my gameplay live streams. I've done it where I've had maybe 4 or 5 coffees through the stream in the night. And then even then, when I go to bed at 4 in the morning, I'll make a coffee and take it with me, because again, it doesn't keep me up. Do not feed after midnight. Do not get wet. In the summertime, I drink sweet tea all day with lemon. Jack, heck yeah. Creaky, how much closer could I get if I'm already in the middle? It's iced tea. Ireland and fire. Really, Pig? What's going on? Iced tea is heaven. Hi, Pig. Many things burning. Oh, wait. Over the incident with that Sudanese guy last night, Pig? Holy crap. Yeah, Sharon, look on my page. There was a Sudanese guy tried to behead a Northern Irish bloke in the street. Yeah, I'm really not surprised. Oh, it's on. Yeah. Yes, all there, setting houses on fire, put through all windows on HMO, hovering. Iced tea is a SVU detective. Hey, my mum used to watch that, No Face. I don't know whether she still does. Oh, hi, Yadira. You're hovering. Okay, Yadira. Bus on fire, cars on fire. Wow. Hi, Maddie. First time I've seen you here. Good to see you. Ouch. Irish telling all streamers not to film and have taken phones off some and smashed them. Telling who not to film? Oh, streamers. My bad. My bad, Pig. I don't know. My mind didn't work then. I read your comment and then still asked you who. But yeah, no, I realised. Sorry, Pig. I'm having a bit of a slow evening. Sharon, ever seen the John Mulaney comedy skit about Ice-T being on SVU? It's hilarious. Hi, Pig, says Yadira. Because their faces will be filmed and they... Yeah, I get that, Pig. I realised afterward, like I say, buddy. I don't think the Irish will take that line down. I haven't, but now I gotta go look it up, lol. Hi, Jack. Yeah, no, Pig, like I say, I realised after I already said it, yeah, I get that. Why not just do what the left do? Oh, Pig, what they should be doing, what the protesters should be doing, is wearing Palestinian flags. And then it'd all be blamed on the left, wouldn't it? Wrap yourself in a Palestinian flag, put on all black with a ski mask and everything like the leftists do, and join the protest that way. Blame it on them, innit? That's what. It's a good point, though, Pig. That's what I'm saying. I think smart, work smarter, not harder. Just dress like they do, and who's Kia going to blame it on then? You know, you all turn up with your Palestinian flags wrapped around you and everything. Bingo, dress like the enemy to attack the enemy. Exactly, Jack. That's what I'm saying. Dress like them, and then Keir Starmer is not going to know what to do, is he? Because it's like, hold on a minute, why are they attacking the police? You know, but no one else knows, and nobody gets in trouble. They get a free pass. Absolutely, Sharon. Exactly, Sharon. Absolutely. Like I always say, when passing gas in social situations, fart smarter, not harder. Fart smarter, not harder. Some lefties have actually come out and defended the migrant attacker, saying he had mental health problems. Yeah, I've got mental health problems. I don't go out trying to behead people. I have mental issues. Does that mean I can go attack the attacker? Well, Sharon, I'll be surprised if he's not pardoned by Keir and given a knighthood. He triggered me. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sick in the head too. My mental health issues are exactly 93%. But I'm diagnosed. My mental health issues are diagnosed. So does that mean I'd get a free pass if I went out and tried to end someone's life? I don't think so. Well, he's got papers. I have, and at the minute, my stress levels are really high. Still doesn't make me want to go out and behead people, though. Wrong nationality, bro. Right, Jack? I didn't arrive here by boat. However, you get some stupid women who go to prison to visit serial killers and fall in love with them. Exactly. Yes, pig. Jokes aside, mental health is not a joke unless you can joke about it. I've got mental health issues, no face, and I find that joking about things is more helpful. If I sit there in my head, I start getting all depressed. Sometimes it's easier to actually just joke about it and talk about it. I once made a mental list of all the mentalists, and I was the mentalist. Bloody hell, that's a bit of a tongue twister, pig. I once made a mental list of all the mentalists, and I was the mentalist. But no face. Like you said, jokes aside, I can joke about my mental health, and I do joke about things because that's what I'm saying, Biggs. That's what I thought you was getting at. But it's no. If I sit there wallowing about things, I start getting all depressed. I get in my head. Sometimes you need to talk to people or just joke about things. Laughter is the best medicine. I truly believe laughter is the best medicine because I never take things seriously, you know. Never been diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure I ain't right. You're American, Jack. I can diagnose you, buddy. I have CPTSD from years of abuse. I don't get the using shit as a crutch to act stupid. I still have. Sharon, that's an oxymoron. You say you've got common sense, but you're American, Sharon. I don't think any of you have got common sense. And I'm joking before anyone loses their shit. I didn't say you were a moron, Sharon. I said you were Oxy. Last name moron. I'm joking. Thank you for that, Sharon. Getting rid of them. I'm not crazy. Everyone else is, said the crazy guy. Crazy horses. Crazy horses. Ah, ah. Laughter is soul crack. Absolutely no face. Oh, that's better. Last name Condon. Right, I think it's coffee time. Carmelo guilty. Who's Carmelo Pig? I don't know who that is. Oxycontin. I know what you're getting at, No Face. No Face. Shh, don't let people know. I'll be running for my life around here. Yeah, Pig. Who's Carmelo? Is that the guy? Is that the guy that did it? Because everything I've seen so far, they haven't released his name. But Doctor, I keep doing the same shite every day and expect a different response. We have a candy bar named Caramello. Sorry. Carmelo Anthony, who killed Austin Metcalf in America. I've not heard about that pig. Queeky knows about the hillbilly crack. They are delicious candy bar. Meow. Oh dear. Anyway, you should send me some American stuff. I know Mel was trying to. Mel was going to go to the post office and see how much it cost to send me some American snacks. I've tried Canadian things before. I knew someone that lived in Canada. They used to send me things like every few months. I've had Musketeers, Butterfinger, what else? Oh, different flavors of Skittles that we can now get here. We used to only be able to get a certain range of flavors of Skittles, and now we get all the ones that America gets. So before we got them, I tried them from Canada. What else? I can't remember. There was loads of stuff. Oh, I tried Jello. I tried Jello. All sorts of American things. There's that grape stuff. I can't remember what it's called, but it was a grape flavored drink. I think race relations are at an all-time low. Well, yeah. Caramellos are actually awesome, and I'm not a big candy eater. I got you. Fair enough. If No Face is saying they're good, then my problem is if they've got nuts in. Heatwave's back on the way. Fair enough, Tiger. What's been removed? Oh, absolutely not. We aren't religious here. Hi, Tiger. Where did the Muslim go? He didn't go. His comment got removed. Fanta. No, Sharon, it wasn't Fanta. Where did bro go? He wasn't hidden. Should still be here. Pig. Great crush. Could have been that, Jack. Could have been that. Yeah, Great Crush sounds about right. We need to make Big Al a care package of old school candies, Mary Jane's, squirrel, nut zippers. Can't have a squirrel nut zipper if it contains nuts. Bazooka Joe. I can find you some safe American snacks. See you in a minute, Jack, buddy. Yeah, I can't have anything with nuts in. No face. I'm severely allergic. Thing is, I'd have to get all this stuff shipped to myself because I don't want to give my address out, and it's too expensive for a PO box. Literally, I've checked the prices for PO boxes, and they are extortionate prices in my area, at least. Hi, how are you? I'm good, Tiger. I'm good, Tiger King. I'm allergic to lefties. Fair enough, Pig. I'll just send them to Mel. Yeah, but then she's got to pay for it to be shipped to me, no face. That's why I said I'd just you guys recommend stuff and I'll buy it. I'll order it myself. Because if you send it to Mel, she's then got to still ship it on to me. And I was trying to think of prices and stuff. I'll check UK Amazon and see if they have American snacks. If not, just look on our Amazon and send it that way. Not my problem. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okie dokie. Not only that, but I don't know whether Mel would give her address out either. I'm not willing to give my address out. Is whether Mel would give her address out. You just put it on a wish list and it hides your address. Okay, so how does that work, Sharon? You've kind of piqued my interest there. I mean, I can't speak for Mel, no face. She might give her address to you. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm not giving my address out. You should have seen how apprehensive I was to give Mel my address when she wanted to send me stuff for my birthday. I wouldn't even give her my address. I'm picturing that dumbass blue Amazon truck padding across the Atlantic with a load of candy. We have our own. Wait, what colour are the Amazon vans here are blue as well? I think it's a universal thing, isn't it? So I'm gonna guess they're blue. We have UPS as well with the brown vans and lorries. On Amazon, I'd send the link to the snacks. You hit the heart in the bottom corner to add to wish list, make wish list public. Then when filled, send the link to me and I'd fill the cart and send. But sending it, Sharon, you still need my address, right? They can't make right turns, so he just kept going. But how does that work, Sharon? You still need my address, don't you? Surely. No, it's your account. The wish list is on. Oh, okay. So I'd need to make an Amazon account first then, because I don't even have Amazon. They have it to ship. Fair enough. Fair. Okay. Well, when I get round to doing that, that's another thing I need to do. When I get round to doing that, I'll let you know. Naughty or nice. Do you even have to ask No Face? Hello there. We're not being rude or definitely not being personal, but you know the heat wave's on the way again. I already read that comment out, Tiger King. I already read your comment about the heat wave. Last thing is, if you did a film about yourself, who would play you and why? You've asked this loads of times, blooming Tiger King. I've answered that loads of times, buddy. I already said Benedict Cumberbatch would play me if it was a serious role. Come on. Back had to baste the chicken. Nice one, Jack. Baste me like one of your French chickens. Right, Tiger King, I gotta start our chicken. I'm here lurking for a minute. Okay, Sharon. Yes, brother. Oh, wait, I should have said baste me like one of your French hens. That's what I should have said, not French chicken. Because it's paint me like one of your French girls. So I should have just said baste me like one of your French hens. Stuff an apple up my arse. If that's what you're into, pig, I'm not judging. Like that stunt from Jackass where I can't remember the fat guy's name. They put an apple in between his butt cheeks and let the pig eat it. I pictured that as a male version of Mary. I don't know why. I totally knew you something filthy. I thought the apple went in the mouth. You know what? No face, same. But if Pig's into that, he's into that. But he'll know what I mean by about the male version of Mary. If he's seen Jackass, that's only if he's seen it though. It does. I want it up the arse. Oh, Pig. Okay. I'm not judging, Pig, but I didn't know you swung that way, man. Yes, Sharon, I did. I can't remember his name, and it's. I'm buffering. I shouldn't be buffering. I'm not buffering my end. Well, there's a thought I can't get out of my head now, thanks. You're very welcome. I shouldn't be buffering. You might have to go out and come back in. Oh, not now. I'm not there, Jack. Not now. I didn't. On my end, I didn't buffer at all. I've got me on the laptop and the phone, so I was watching the stream. I didn't buffer at all my side. It's not to say I didn't buffer at all, but I didn't buffer on my end. And Jack says I wasn't buffering his end, but Posh Boy. Now there's a nickname no one's used for me in a long time. I've not been called Posh Boy in years, man. Must be my BT crappy internet. Could have been. I mean, like I say I didn't buffer at all. I may have done for a minute. Well, there you go, Posh Boy. Yeah, I'm not saying I didn't buffer at all, Pig. I may have done. It may have just been very quick for some people. But, yeah, if I didn't buffer for anyone else, then blame your Wi-Fi. Well, there you go, Posh Boy. Yeah. Not anymore, Jake. Not anymore. Less of the sir, but thank you. No, less of the sir. I wasn't an officer. Hey, Jack, are you still in the chat? I've got a question for you on the basis of people being called sir. Jake, what for? Playing tennis? I don't play tennis. I don't play tennis. Jake, what for? Playing tennis? Yes. Jack's still here. Jack, is there a saying over there when you speak to non-commissioned officers and stuff? When someone calls someone sir, you turn around and say, "Sir, I worked for a living." It's a popular thing to say in the forces over here. What is all this? That's serving. Get it? Oh right, fair enough, pig. My bad. I told you I was having a slow evening. That's a dad joke if I ever heard one. Exactly, all same here. Fair enough. Yeah, you get called sir by anyone while you're serving. If you're not an officer, you turn around and go, "Sir, I worked for a living. Thank you very much." But yeah, no, it's a popular thing. Hey Lee, sorry I didn't see you there, buddy. How you doing, bud? NCOs say it all the time. The amount of times I've used it on people, and literally, like I said, that's why I was asking just now, because he called me sir. It made me think back to that. You crept in silently, Lee. Fair enough, buddy. Yeah, it's like I say, it's Irish ministers condemning the violence, of course. Yeah, but they can't defend people from the stabbings in the first place. The irony. Hey, Pig, fancy seeing you here, sir. Pig comes here regularly, Lee. Oh, and Lee, you missed Willow the other night, by the way. Willow came in the other night and you missed her. You'd just gone to bed. Hello, Lee. Hello, my great friend. How are you, buddy? If you're asking me, Lee, I'm good, bud. I'm doing all right. If you're asking Pig's. Oh, Lee, I'm gonna ruin Lee. I'm gonna ruin Pig for you. Pig admitted. Scroll up in the chat. Pig admitted he wants someone to put an apple up his arse. So if you're volunteering, Lee, Pig needs some assistance. Oh shit! Gonna make myself a coffee. No. You don't have to follow me everywhere, Roma. Lee, I'm good, thank you. I'll tell Weeks about Big Al channel. He will like it here. Bit of banter. Seb, I hope you are doing very well. Don't change the subject, pig. Tell Lee how he can help you. Nice one, Lee. I appreciate that, by the way, buddy. Not too bad. I was hoping Mary would sing Nicki Minaj Starships, but she said her singing days are over. As you can imagine, I found that news hard to digest. Why? She being bullied again? Right, I'm getting a mint choc chip cornetto. Oh, ho, ho, send one my way, pig, please. I promise I'll stop mentioning the apple if you send me a mint choc chip cornetto. See, blackmail's not bad if you use it in the right way. Said no one ever. Oh yes, mint choc chip, best one. Remember mint feasts, yum. That sounds good. Right, kettle's boiled, coffee time. You can come with me actually now. I weren't going to take you with me while the kettle was boiling because it's loud. Seb, she sang last night on Yogi's. Oh yes, so she did long. I forgot. Wait, did I even take stuff out? Yes, I did. What year was I born? Many years ago. I was born in the 80s. No, I was born in the 90s. In the mid 90s. You were born in 2003. Guess I'm the grandpa here, 1962. No comment. No comment, Jack. What year did you join up, Jack? If you don't mind me asking. You're only 4 years older than my stepdad, Jack. 1980. Nice one, buddy. Discharged in 84. Fair enough, buddy. I joined up in 2016, discharged in 21. Graduated from high school in 80. Oh, so you'd graduated and then joined up straight away then, pretty much. Five months later. Yeah, wow. I left school in 2013, joined up in 2016. Well, technically joined up in 2015, but started training in 2016 because there was a 6-month delay in certain things when I joined up. So I left school in 2013, joined up in 2015. 6-month delay took us into 2016, and then started training. Started training just before my 18th birthday. I say just before, I mean I started training the almost a month before my 18th birthday, and then yeah. In the Navy, when you signed the dotted line, 2 weeks later you're in boot camp. Fair enough. Well, there was actually an error, so it was out of my control. There was actually an error with a load of things. So the original group that I joined up with, it was actually quite fascinating. The original group of people I joined up with, two of them, one of them was backtrooped. He failed a part of the training because there was 6 months, obviously, from. So there was. He failed part of his training and got backtrooped, and the other guy, I don't know what, I can't remember why, but he also went through training at the same time as me. The other one was backtrooped. He failed something and he was an asshole. He didn't even make it through basic training. He got kicked out. He got kicked out of basic training because he was just a dick. And he was backtrooped and got sent through training with me. And then, hey Scott Monk, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, so he got backtrooped and went through basic training with me. The other one, like I said, I don't remember his reason, but there was another guy that went through basic training with me as well. And all three of us got to the unit together. Well, I say to the unit together. We got put on our, not with our regiments or anything, but with our training troop. And what was I saying? Welcome back, Sharon. Oh yeah, we got put with our troop, and then he lost his job because he got kicked out of basic because he went to sleep on a bench. I went in with 2 guys that wanted to be SEALs. They both washed out in 3 months. Wow. But yeah, this guy, he went to sleep on a bench. And an officer woke him up, and he was disrespectful, completely just disrespectful. It weren't like that I've just woken up kind of disrespect. He actually sat up after being woken up. Officer stood in front of him. You can tell an officer from an NCO or one of us. This officer said, "What do you think you're doing?" He was like, "Well, I'm tired, so I went to sleep." And this officer was just asking him questions. The officer was trying to give him a chance. That was what was happening. You could tell the officer was trying to give him a chance to, sort himself out and give him a proper answer and say sir and everything. And when he didn't, that was it. He said, "Right, come to my office and have a word with me." And when he came back to us, like an hour later, we all said, "What are you doing?" And he was packing his kit. He said, I'm going home. He says, "They've taken my uniform off me. I'm going home." So, yeah, he didn't even make it through basic. That was what, 2 weeks? He didn't even last 2 weeks. He was gone instantly. Someone didn't even make it through the night. So on our Carder, there was a guy that didn't even make it through the night. He turned up. We were all meant to be there by a certain time, obviously, but people were given leeway because there was people in basic. I don't know about over there, Jack, whether it's, you get put on a sort of a local base for basic training, but we had people coming from Scotland, so they were held up in traffic and things coming all the way from Scotland. So there's one guy, he was given a bit of leeway. He was arriving late. He phoned and said, I'm late. I'm traveling from Scotland. All this kind of stuff. He arrived in the billet with us, turned on all the lights, woke everyone up that was asleep because it was late. It was like 11, so it was meant to be lights out anyway. And he turned on all the lights, woke everyone up that was already asleep. And then he was really loud. He was making lots of noise, putting things away, and he was complaining about things. He said to us, "Have you all had showers?" And we were like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Oh, would anyone lend me a towel so I can shower?" And we were all like, "You don't even have a towel." And he was like, "No, I don't have a towel." And you're issued towels. Not only did we take our own towels, but you are also issued 2 towels. So, yeah. And then I think it was a sergeant. A sergeant came and said, "What's all the noise about and why are the lights on?" And the guy was like, "Oh, I'm trying to get a shower. I'm trying to borrow a towel. I'm trying to get my stuff packed." And the sergeant just said, "You need to make less noise and you need to get the lights off. You can have a shower in the morning," all that kind of thing. And the guy he packed all his stuff and went home. That was it. He said, "I'm not doing this. I'm going home." So he literally just packed all his shit and went. That was it. We didn't even make it through the night. I mean, the guy must have checked into a hotel because he'd been driving like most of the day to get from Scotland but yeah, no, man, it's crazy. A guy didn't even make it through the night. There was one woman that was given loads of sympathy, like unfair amounts of sympathy. Her report card for her going back to her squadron when she passed basic was better than my report card. And I hadn't even done anything wrong. It was mad. Join the breadism cult. What's the breadism cult? Do we get to eat sandwiches? I was on watching boot camp and fell asleep standing up. My second chance was 2,000 jumping jacks with all my gear in my sea bag in the shower with hot water on. Wow. The UK is cooked. They left it too late. Don't think so. Plenty more bark left in the dog. I think you'll find. But yeah. No, Jack, man, I never really got in trouble for anything. I never did anything like that. One thing that I did and I apologised beforehand, was, well, two things in a sense, but one didn't really get into any bother over it, was my corporal on one of the mornings that we were doing stag on, or stand two, not stagging on, stand two, there was one of the corporals came around waking everyone up, because quite generously it was a really small exercise. I mean, not a small exercise. There was only a small number of us on the exercise. So the NCOs, to make it fair, because they said we could make you do 2-hour stag-ons at a time, but what they did was they also partake in the stag-on. So the corporal in the morning, because he was the last one on stag, he woke everyone up, as you do. The last person on stag wakes everyone up. So he came around waking everyone up, and because he kicked me in the head by accident, he didn't do it on purpose. Because he kicked me in the head, I crawled out of my sleeping bag and said, "You cunt." So, not a great thing to call a corporal. I crawled out of my sleeping bag, said, "You cunt," went about my business, and then in the middle of the day, it kind of hit me that I'd done it. I kind of came to this realization. In fact, it was funny, we were brassing up, because the land we were using at a time, we had to brass up after the exercise. There's places where we don't have to brass up, but this specific place, I remember we were brassing up, and I said to the corporal, "Did I call you a cunt this morning?" And he said, "Yes, you did." And I said, "I'm really sorry." And you know what? He was really cool about it. He said, "No." He says, "I realised I'd kicked you in the head." He said, "I didn't realise until afterwards." He said, "But I realised when you came crawling out, I kicked you in the head. And that's kind of a natural response." He said, "So I'm not gonna take any action against you or hold it against you." He said, you were just waking up, you'd been kicked in the head." He said, "Valid response." And that was it. That was ignored. The only time I really kind of got in any trouble was we were doing a maneuver, and at the end of it, we were all hanging out our asses. We were literally all hanging out, and it came to a make safe drill, and I pulled my working parts to the rear, locked them to the rear, and as I checked the chamber to see if it was empty, realised my magazine was still fitted, because I saw that top round and then pulled my magazine out. It was already too late. A sergeant had seen me. He came walking straight over, and he said, "That's dangerous." And I went, "Yeah, I know, Sergeant. I'm tired." He goes, "We're all tired." He says, "But get switched on." I was like, "Yes, Sergeant, I know. All that, I'm tired, all that kind of stuff." I took my magazine out, carried on like normal, with him watching me like a hawk, and I was fine. But that put the fear in me. You do something that's, you're using live ammunition. One small mistake like that is bad. But it's the only time I really got in any kind of trouble. I never got in any other trouble with NCOs or officers or anything. Plus 1 month of short or 2 hours of vigorous exercise with all my gear and lead-filled M1 Grand. Wow. They also told us 4 times a day that if we were in combat situation, we would have been executed by firing squad. Whoa, okay. Yikes. Wow. I guess another time that I kind of got in trouble but didn't, in a way, it was more of a warning, was already half put together, down good. Nice one, Sharon. I had what was it? I came out of the guard room and there was an officer. Total mind F, brother. I can get that, Jack. Yeah, absolutely. So the only other time was I came out of the guard room and there was a guy walking in overalls, just green overalls. I couldn't make out any of his insignias or anything. I didn't realise at the time, obviously I realised quite quickly afterwards, his rank was on his shoulder, not on, so usually our rank's on the front. We have what's called a rank slide, and it goes on the front, and you look sort of in the it's in like front of the sternum, so it's on the chest. Well, that's what I was looking for, his rank. And, he's got these patches on his uniform and he's got no rank slide. And I was like, oh, the guy's an engineer. He doesn't have any kind of, rank, or not visible. So I didn't say anything to him. I didn't salute or anything. And then as he approached, he says, we salute officers, right? And I said, yes, sir. Because at that point, I realized very quickly that was an officer. So I said, yes, sir. And threw up a salute. And he said to me after, he said, why didn't you salute when you first saw me? I said, sorry, sir, I didn't see your rank. Anyway, he pointed to his shoulder. And I said, yes, sir. And he asked me what regiment I was part of and all that kind of stuff. And when I got to my squadron, a sergeant took me aside. I didn't get a bollocking. A sergeant took me aside and he said, what happened earlier? He said, we've had a phone call from an officer. He said, you didn't salute. I was like, yeah, I didn't realise his rank was on his shoulder, not on the front. He goes, right, as a pilot. He says, pilot ranks are on the shoulders, not on the front of the chest. I says, well, I know that now, Sergeant. He goes, right, well, just make sure you're saluting people. If you don't see a rank, salute to be safe. I was like, okay, cool. But again, I didn't really get a bollocking. The officer kind of said to me, but I didn't get a bollocking from him. Didn't get a bollocking from my sergeant. It was more just, if you don't know, do it anyway. I assembled my electric fireplace a few years back in 45 minutes. Nice. They did everything they could to break us, then rebuild us. Yeah, that's kind of the same over here. You're broken down, you're belittled, especially, oh my gosh, bayonet training. Bayonet training is fun, but difficult. Because that is where they test you the most. That is where they get you psyched up. They get you angry. They want you to be a killing machine in that moment. Yes, brother. Did that exact same thing to a lieutenant commander. Wow. Yeah, I can't remember what rank this pilot was that I didn't salute. Can't remember for the life of me. In his flight suit. Yeah, that's this pilot. This pilot was in his flight suit, and that's why again I didn't realize where his rank was. I didn't realize to begin, because at this point I hadn't even started basic training. At this point, I'd been fitted for my uniform, and been issued most of my kit. And what I was doing, I remember what I was doing on that day. I'd gone in the guard room because my ID was ready to be picked up. Because when we first join up, we have these passes, and you get escorted around the base. Because at this point, you haven't signed the Declaration of Secrecy. You haven't sworn your oath to your allegiance to the Queen. At the time, it was the Queen. Obviously, when I joined up, we hadn't sworn my allegiance to the Queen. I hadn't. I had an escorted pass and I hadn't signed the Declaration of Secrecy or anything. I weren't officially in the Air Force at the time, so I was still on an escorted pass. But what happened was my ID was ready to be collected from the guardhouse on that night, so I went and picked up my ID. And then, yeah, like I say, I walked out. There was a pilot walking towards me. Didn't realise it was an officer. I now know. I mean, I knew, after the fact. But all pilots are officers, because they need to have authority. In his flight suit. Mine turned into executive officer's inquiry and major ass-chewing. Wow. See, over here, we're all pretty much laid back. If I'd done something serious, if I'd had a rifle and I was aiming at people, because, I know that our range safety rules are the same as yours. No pointing a rifle or, firearm at anyone, even in jest. All that kind of stuff. The marksmanship principles, all that kind of stuff. I know they're pretty much the same. I've worked with the US Marines. I've worked with US Air Force. Our range safety is pretty much the same. If I'd been doing something with a rifle, aiming at people as a joke, even with an unloaded weapon, it's all the same thing. You treat every weapon as if it's loaded. If I'd been an idiot, I would get a major arse chewing for that. The couple of things I did were very minor things. Not saluting someone in uniform because I didn't realize they were an officer. Not a major thing. I was told, instantly by the officer. My NCOs were, notified, and there was no bollocking from it. It was just a talking. Make sure you're saluting this, and if you're not sure, do it anyway. all that kind of stuff. True. Hey, Al. Hey, reluctant gamer. Yep, you never aim a weapon that you are not intent on using. Yes, absolutely, Sharon. Although I'd argue that point, having held someone at gunpoint in the past. Obviously, while I was serving, I don't carry weapons or threaten to shoot people for no reason. When I was serving, I did have to hold someone at gunpoint, and I was very much ready to pull the trigger. But that's a whole other thing. Hey, Fastbook. Yes, every pilot is an officer. Yeah, that's something I didn't know when I first joined up, Jack. Like I say, all those kind of things. Well, not the firearm one. That happened when I was in basic. But the not saluting an officer, that happened before I'd even officially become part of the Air Force. You know, I hadn't even started basic at that point. Like I say, that was just me going to get my ID because it was ready. And, so they kind of forgave me straight away for that one because I went to know that every pilot was an officer. Like I say, I was made aware of that afterwards. But that's what training is for, isn't it, man? Training is to train you. It's to teach you. It's to teach you that every pilot is an officer. It's to teach you what you do on an airfield, on an active airfield. It's to teach you what to do in a combat zone. That's what it's for. That's why it's called training. And yeah, but no, I never got any major. I never got any major bollockings because I never did anything wrong. I was really decent. But what helped me as well in some cases was I'd been an army cadet when I was a teenager. So when I joined up, it was doing everything I'd done as a kid, but doing it for real. And the cadets is a good way to learn all that kind of stuff. Yes, training, and pay attention to detail. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Do you remember the 5 S's? I only remember 3 of them off the top of my head. Shape, shine, and silhouette are the 3 that I remember. Shape, shine, silhouette. Signature's another one because you give a body heat. So if someone's using thermal sights, you're gonna have a signature. So say shape, shine, silhouette, signature. There's another one. Smell. I feel like smell is another one. I don't know. I might be making that up. But there's 5 S's that you have to remember when you're out in the field. So if you're on hilly ground, don't go over hills. Try and stay on the hillside because obviously if you go over a hill and there's any kind of light behind you, the enemy is going to see that. That's where the shape, shine, and silhouette come from. Well, the shape and silhouette come into that one. Shine is obviously your rifle or anything metallic on you that might shine. Signature is your body heat or anything like that. And I'm sure the other one is smell, which is why you use odorless soap. We were told not to take. We used it's awful, but you don't use deodorant. I don't know if that's a thing in the US, Jack, but in a combat zone, especially, I mean, not in training or anything, but in a combat zone, we're told not to wear deodorant. Use odorless soap, a bar of soap, not shower gel or anything, but odorless soap, and don't wear deodorant. But that's the whole reason you make sure you're clean. Really, obviously, you don't. If you clean yourself properly, you don't need deodorant. Okay, you're gonna smell a little bit, especially in a hot, war zone. But yeah, all this kind of shit's explained to you when you join up and go through basic. Anyway, I miss it, man. Sitting here reminiscing with you, Jack. Man, happens every time. Oh, okay, yes, my nephew is special forces, but we do the same thing when hunting big game. Nah, talking to you about it, Jack, makes me want to do it all over again. Even the shit I hated. There were certain aspects of training that I hated, but I would still do it all again. I know I hated it, but I miss it at the same time. See, I loved everything. Pretty much everything. There was a couple of things, a couple of aspects of training I didn't like. Um, certain maneuvers we did, certain training exercises were dreadful. I didn't like being without family for very long. I'll be honest about that. It's the one thing you realise. My nan, she passed not long before I joined up. I didn't have a chance to tell her that I'd joined up or anything. So it meant that being away from family for periods of time, it was a little bit harder because you realise when you're away, you get in your head. You know, you'll probably know what I'm talking about, but you get in your head. You get in your head, and you realise that people aren't here forever. You know, I'd been away for long periods of time, and I'd sat there with my mates, and we'd all start talking about family, and then when it goes quiet, you know, everyone's feeling the same way because no one makes a sound. You one minute you're all laughing and joking and talking about family, and the next minute you're all sat there quietly, just silent. But no one says anything because we all sat there quiet for the same reason. So no one's judging each other because we all know what the silence is about. It's times like that that I didn't like, you know, realizing that people aren't here forever, and yeah, hated the daily drag, but came alive in special operations. Well, yeah, that's the thing. My job, you sat on airfields all the time. Ground based air defence was part of it. So you sat there in a lorry on the end of a runway, or in a Land Rover, or whatever vehicle you're told to use for the day. You sat there on the end of the runway, and it's boring. It's literally you just sat there. You know you can't fall asleep, even though there's two of you. You know, but you try and keep each other awake. You talk about anything you can. Anything that springs to mind, you find yourself talking about family one minute, you find yourself talking about food the next. Even planning what you're going to have for food the next week. You know, you sat there talking to your buddy, your oppo, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna make stir fry next Tuesday." And then Tuesday comes and you probably don't even make it, but you're trying to keep each other awake and keep yourself focused, trying to think of things that are going to keep you awake. So I'm no good at planning that far ahead, really, when it comes to making food. I don't know from one week to next. The Chinese, I knew what day I got paid, you know? So when I did my Chinese stream, that's a bit different. I know what day I get paid. So I could say, oh, right, on this Thursday, then I'll do this food, you know, the Chinese food stream that I've done. But yeah, you do anything. I love flight deck firefighting and DEFCON 3 exercises. What's DEFCON 3, Jack? We don't use DEFCON over here, and if we do, it's not something that we used when I was serving. I think that is an American thing. Either that or it was above my pay packet, because I've never ever used the DEFCON stuff. I've heard of it, you know, but never. All of the exercises I enjoyed. Fired javelins, machine guns, rocket launchers. I never used an underslung grenade launcher. Although I did have one fitted to my rifle at one point, that was pretty cool. My L85A2 was fitted with an underslung grenade launcher, but I weren't qualified to use the grenade launcher, so I didn't have any 40 mic rounds on me. The one thing I do hate about that is it throws the center of gravity off, because the one thing that, so there's not too many positive things you can say about the L85. The A1 was terrible. The A2 and A3 are massive improvements, but the A2, I got to say, I did love it. But the center of gravity on an SA80 is, spot on. It's not front heavy or rear end heavy, not really. But you stick an underslung grenade launcher on there and it throws it right off. It becomes very front end heavy, obviously. I mounted a 12 gauge pump under my AR, but quickly destroyed the mounts I built. Didn't realise I needed a special license. Oh dear. Fair enough. I've been watching. I know they're old. No request today, Biggs. Music requests on Saturday. No face. I don't do music in the week because I have to be up early. People have to be up for work as well, and I don't want to be moaned at for keeping people awake or disturbing everyone. So no music in the week. Possibly on Saturday, depending on what I'm doing. Yeah, I was gonna say, Jack, I've old videos. The older videos now, they're like 4-year-old videos. But what I do like to keep going back to is Grand Thumb and Military Arms channel. Grand Thumb has done 40mm grenade reviews and stuff. Flashbangs, CS, that kind of stuff. Military Arms channel did 37mm grenades, civilian, ones that you don't require any paperwork for, or didn't when the video came out. But civilian use grenades, 37mm smoothbore, underbarrel M203. They're the kind of stuff I like to go back to. See, video games call it underbarrel grenade launchers, but over here we call it underslung. I don't, there isn't a difference. Obviously, it's the same thing. But I wonder if video games call it underbarrel because it's an Americanism. I don't know. No Face is doing the wicked fingers, as I call it. Wicked fingers. But yeah. Oh dear. Oh, I do need a shave, that is for sure. Not only is the blooming stubble I've got irritating me, but it also looks scruffy, so I need to shave before tomorrow. Hey, 2X. You know what? I could go and have a shave now. Actually, you're all coming with me to shave. We are going to be in the bathroom. No, I'm not having a poo. I'm shaving. Hello, Father. I ate and showered. Did you eat the shower, 2X? It's quite a T-Rex thing to do, isn't it? Oh, I think I got up too quick. I got a headache. Short break. Nice one, Sharon. Welcome back. What the hell is that? Never mind. You all just heard me get. Anyway. Thank God you showered. The smell. Sharon. I'm about to have a shave. You love me, Sharon. Got the shelf frame done, just got to do the shelves. Nice one, Sharon. Go on. Noon. I'm going to shave. You've gone this one. Huh? What do you mean noon, Sharon? It's not noon, it's 10 to midnight. Oh, it was Jack that said it. Yeah, my bad. It's me, Luke. I think I read Sharon's name by accident and said, yeah, I don't know. What do you mean noon, though, Jack? It's not noon here. No, I know you didn't, Sharon. Calm down, calm down. Calm down, people. What do you mean noon, Jack? It's not noon for me, bud. I don't know why I'm shouting, by the way, guys. How many more times have I got to say it? I'm having a slow evening. I'm surprised. Midnight, sorry. I'm surprised Al didn't get onto me when I said you'd done this. Why? I agree with you, No Face. I mean, 2X. Bloody hell. Oh dear. I'm going to call it quits in a minute, everyone. Seriously, just about to go to bed. I only missed it by 12 hours. That's what I'm saying, Jack. That's why I'm saying noon. It's not noon for me, bud. If it was noon, I wouldn't be live because I wouldn't be at home. Like and subscribe, brother. Cheers, Benety. I'm not no face out. No, I know you're not 2x. That's why I corrected myself. Sharon's laughing. Does this mean Jack's my stuntman now? Yep. It absolutely does. Yeah, he is, Sharon, certainly. Gotta say, I really like these razors that I've got. Tired of doing your own stunts, Sharon? Nice. Well, Jack, I'll do them for you now. I got these new razors and they're really sharp. I really like these razors. Jack, do you use an electric razor or a wet shave? I only wet shave. Hey, DB. I only wet shave, Jack. It's habit from serving. I can't have stubble or anything. I hate it. Pisses me off. Besides, Toby Maguire doesn't have stubble, so I've got to keep myself freshly shaved. So that my mask doesn't rub my face. Wet shave while in the shower. Electric shavers make me break out in the bumps. Fair enough, buddy. Fair, bud. I don't think of. I haven't used an electric shaver since I was a teenager. bet this is like ASMR, isn't it, guys? Oh, that feels so much better. I just realised I still haven't drank my coffee, so it's probably going cold. Everyone relaxed. 2 shave sounds. I bet they did, Sharon. Oh, nothing beats a nice shave. Well, a lot of things beat a nice shave, actually, but I feel my face sort of feels so much better. Oh, and it's so smooth as well. Hello from West Midlands. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. I think you've been here before, haven't you, buddy? Welcome back. My days, my chin. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, and Mel, if you're watching, I'm a clean guy, by the way. Another habit from when I was serving is I always make sure the sink's washed out of facial hair. I don't leave it behind like a lot of guys do. I always rinse the sink out when I'm finished. Ooh. Put my phone back on charge and drink my coffee that's probably cold now. Dang. Six years, Dave. I'm lurking, working and twerking, and yes, I know. And yes, he has been. Yeah. Who you twerking for, Mel? No, thank you, Dave. Thank you for that. Oh, my neck. Twerking this spatula. I do all that and wipe out the sink because I'm the guy cleaning it. Fair, Jack. I know some guys don't clean the sink. They leave it to their wife or whatever, but I've always done it. When I lived at home, I used to clean the sink for my mum when I'd had a shave and everything. Oh, it feels so much better. Roll on Thursday. What's happening on Thursday, Dave? World Cup. Fair enough. I don't pay attention to football. I don't like football, Dave. I like playing football. I don't watch football, so my apologies. But I will be keeping track of England's score. I take it England are playing on Thursday. Someone will tell me the score, no doubt. Manchester United fan. Fair enough, buddy. Not a problem. Football isn't for everyone. Nah, I used to play rugby. I used to watch rugby. I broke my ribs in 2023. So I had to give rugby up. I also stopped watching it around the same time. I think it's a bit of jealousy, that is. I think that's a bit of envy because I can't play anymore. So I think that's why I stopped watching. Bit of envy. But I do, I did love rugby. Football, like I say, football, I don't mind playing it, but I don't watch it. Like most sports, if I'm honest, if someone invited me to play sports, I'd rather play sports than watch them. So if you said, come over and we'll watch football, I'd say no. But you say, come over for a kickabout, I'm more likely to say yeah. You know, that's the kind of thing. Sports I can't stand: tennis, golf, snooker, horse racing. See, tennis, I love playing. Golf, I don't mind playing, but it's not really my thing. Snooker, I enjoy playing snooker. I also have watched it a little bit in the past. Horse racing, I'd never partake and I don't watch it. So, yeah. We've all got our tastes and interests, haven't we? You know, I can't sit and watch sports, but I don't mind partaking in most of them. Cricket, golf, football, rugby, snooker, tennis, darts, softball, basketball. Used to be good at basketball, actually. There are some pro tips for short people when it comes to basketball. Layup shots are quite easy for short people as a way of scoring. Is it layup shots? I think it's a layup shot. I don't know how anyone can watch snooker live, like being there and have to be quiet. I'd have to make noise. Yeah, I've never been to watch it, but I've watched it on the TV. And I don't mind playing snooker. Snooker's quite a fun thing. And pool, I like snooker more because snooker's more of a challenge. I prefer to play snooker rather than pool because snooker is a challenge, you know, compared. Darts, yeah, I like playing darts. 180. 21. I'm joking. Oh dear. Quite a contrast there. Look, littler as an English gem. Fair, fair. I haven't been taking much notice. How come you're working anyway, Mel? I thought you stopped working at 5 or 6 or whichever one it is, but it's 6 for you now. So I thought, why are you still working? United. United. The youngest darts world champion at 18, I think, anyway. Fair enough. I don't really pay attention, so I don't really know. It was a joke, modding for you, doing checks. Ah, fair enough. Favourite snooker player is Steve Davis. Pulling Gal on here, yeah. What do you mean, Jakey? It's a joke, not a dick. Don't take it so hard. That's mine, Mel. You don't nick my sayings. This ain't a date app. Some people treat it like it is, don't they, Mel? Oh yeah, they do like horny Jenny. Well, that killed the conversation, Mel. I was aiming it at you, but never mind. Go on, Man United. Oh, Jake supports Man United as well. Dave, there you go. You got a friend. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? For me, it should be legal. Dave, get out my stream. Pineapple absolutely belongs on pizza. Yes, pineapple and ham is well nice. One of the best ones. Sharon says yes to pineapple as well. Pepperoni for me. Yeah, pepperoni pizza is good. I do like a mighty meaty pizza. Pineapple, beef, chicken. I think that's what's on a mighty meaty. The last one I had pepperoni and beef on it for definite. Cheese and tomato. Did you mean to say cheese, by the way, Sharon? Lol, putting shells on and had to stop and answer. I think Mel's gone. Either that or she didn't hear me. No Chelsea sock. Oh, right. Fair enough, Sharon. Got you. Got you. Pineapple and Chelsea. So that's what confused me, Sharon. You said pineapple and Chelsea. Sorry, guys, I'll go back down now. I was scrolling. I was reading the messages above quickly. I was checking something. Fair enough. Mel, my boy, wants that peach. I don't do spicy food. I don't eat anything that hurts both ends. Dave. I like that answer. I'm back. Hi, back. I'm Al. Nice to meet you. Lol, sorry, I'm multitasking but had to answer. Fair enough, Sharon. Ring sting hurts. Fair dues. Jakey, why do you have 3 accounts? No, Dave. I do watch British touring car championship though. My favourite driver for a long time was Colin Turkington. You only watch it if there's a crash. I've got to admit, anything's more fun when there's crashes. I'll be honest, and I don't mean that in a morbid way or anything like that. But all of them are. Even the bikes. I don't watch the MotoGP either, but if there's a crash, you know, we're humans and we like to see that kind of devastation, don't we? I think. No, I don't watch boxing. I don't watch any fighting. I don't watch UFC. I don't watch boxing. I don't watch anything like that. As a teenager, as a kid slash teenager, I used to watch the wrestling, but kind of realised how fake it all was, obviously, as I grew up. You like watching the Olympics? The Olympics don't really interest me. I used to watch the Olympics with family, but it doesn't really interest me anymore. Excuse me. Excuse me. You know the person who plays Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, he actually gives Rocky 5. You know the person who plays Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, he actually gives Rocky 5 and 0 out of 10. He said it's his worst one. Oh, he gives Rocky 5 a 0 out of 10 because it's his worst one. Fair enough, Tiger. Better out than in. Absolutely. Most definitely better out than in. Rocky 5 was trash. I've never seen it. I've seen Rocky and Rocky Balboa. I've also seen Creed, and they're not my kind of movies, I'll be honest. That's not to say they're crap or anything. I'm not really rating them. But Rocky Balboa and Creed I've seen, just not my cup of tea. I hate golf, but you've got to admit the brilliant sport movie has got to be Happy Gilmore. I've never seen it, Tiger King. I'm not a fan of Adam Sandler. Happy Gilmore was hilarious. Yeah, I've never seen it, so again, I can't say anything about it. Mel, do you play sports apart from bedroom tennis? About Winnie the Pooh, have you heard of the horror called Blood and Honey? Yes, I've seen that. Tiger King. It's a good movie. My favourite ever movie is The Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank Redemption is a good movie, yes. Lots of brilliant actors in that movie. Volleyball and soccer. Is that because you're good with balls, Mel? You mean volleyball and football, by the way. What's blue and not heavy? Light blue. You like what, Tiger King? I mean, I've never kicked a set, but I'm not opposed. No, you said football and volleyball. I'm just asking if you're good with balls. That's all I said. I just said, is that because you're good with balls? Your banter a minute ago. Oh, fair enough, Tiger King, yeah. Who won the best basketball films? Is White Men Can't Jump what a film? Never seen it. I know your mind. I've known you over 2 years. Well, you'd think you'd know me by now, Mel. What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. What do you mean you know my mind anyway, Mel? I'm not. What do you mean? Is she part of X-Men? Mind reader. No, Mel's known me for a few years. I'm just wondering, though, she says she knows my mind. I don't know what I was meant to have said that she was implying. 4 more shelves. Fair enough, Sharon. I bet they'll be wonky. It's being put together by a woman at the end of the day. And women aren't straight. Women are actually naturally wonky. Deadpool and Wolverine was awesome. I don't like the Deadpool movies. I don't like Marvel or DC or any of that kind of stuff, so I've not seen any of them. I've seen the first Deadpool, didn't find it funny. Hand unis, taco. Sharon. No, Sharon. I said women are naturally wonky. Not a woman, by a southern woman. She can shoot your willy with a baby on hip barefooted. No, but women are naturally wonky. I don't know why you take offence to it, guys. Don't tread on the South. I'll tread on what I want to tread on. But the shelf isn't. No, but it's being put together by a woman, Sharon, and women are naturally wonky. Therefore, I expect the shelves to be wonky. And you're all naturally donkeys. Eeyore. Eeyore. I don't know what you mean by that, Mel, but yeah, okay, fine. I'll show you donkey. There's a part of me that's part donkey. If you get my drift. Never take a woman shopping. Yawn, it's boring. Dave. Oh dear. Mike spent 3.5 hours in a shoe shop. Wow. Had to go to the game shop. I'd have done the same. I'm quite surprised Mel didn't respond to the thing I said a minute ago. She normally does. Obviously, it weren't worth it. Women are very expensive indeed. They can be. They can be. Some women are worth spending money on. You're still cooking. Well, you still could have responded, Mel. But never mind. Doesn't matter. Ignore it. Moment's past. Doesn't matter, Mel. Ignore it. Like I said. Dave asked what you're cooking, by the way. Oh, nice one, Dave. Sounds good, buddy. 2 more shelves. Nice. It's a workout. Mel, Dave asked what you're cooking. Gusado with potato, carrot, and quesadillas. I was typing. Sorry, Mel. Sorry. Oh, Mel, we went to barbecue chicken. We went to barbecue chicken by request. I hate flat packs. They either put one too many screws or one too any less. That's true, Dave. It's even worse when they put 5 extra screws in. And then your door falls off later on. It's like, why can't they make things sturdy? Mashed potatoes and green beans. You on what sides? Me and instructions are not friends. Dave, I'm not sure if you saw Mel answered you, by the way. She said what she's cooking. I'm not reading the comment out again because she'll shit on my pronunciation because I probably didn't pronounce it right. I know quesadillas is correct. I pronounced that correctly. And potato and carrot, but I'm not saying the other word because she'll judge me. Fair enough, Dave. Never judge Mr. Only Tease. What do you do if you see a spaceman parking it? Still there? Yeah, I'm here. I might make another coffee in a minute. I'm just thinking. I got a bit of bellyache, man. Oh. Taters started. Boo, coffee is vile. I prefer tea, Dave. I do prefer tea, Dave, but I'm in a bit of a coffee mood. Yeah, I've drank my coffee. Just making sure I actually drank the last one. Taters started. Nice one, Sharon. In retrospect, I started my tasks too late today. It was that extra hour of sleep, Sharon, that did you in. You shouldn't have had that extra hour. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. That was Dawn's fault. She called at 1 a.m. and we talked till 3. Ah, bloody hell. Fair enough, then. I guess that's a fair reason. I fancy ice cream. I really fancy ice cream for some reason. My brain today played a trick on me. I walked into the lounge and then forgot why I walked in there. Oh no. I hate when that happens. I get distracted by my dog. So I'll go to do something and my dog will follow me and I'll say, no, stay. And then by the time I turn around to go and do what I was doing, I've forgotten. So now he just follows me everywhere because I can't bother to keep telling him to stay because I end up forgetting stuff. What dog do you have? He's a German Shepherd Cross Standard Poodle. He is on my channel. If you go through community posts or past live streams, all my shorts, I will show him again on camera at some point. Dogs are too pure for this world. Absolutely. Who's an adorable dog? He is the most beautiful dog in the world. Want you to make me feel like I'm the only dog in the world. Like I'm the only dog that you'll pet. Rihanna, but I was singing Only Dog in the World instead of Girl in the World. Breaks my heart when people mistreat them or beat them or abandon them. They are more than pets. There are lives. Dogs are better than humans anyway. Yep, absolutely. 100%. I'd never hit my dog. I mean, he gets a tap on the nose when he misbehaves, obviously, like most, like you would with a young child. Because at the end of the day, he's still a puppy, so he's still learning. But I'd never hit him, man. No. And mistreat him. Oh my gosh. I mean, when it comes to mistreating him, like with treats and stuff, oh my gosh. I mean, that's the one person you can ask. You can speak to Mel. Mel will tell you how many treats. Rolo gets fed better than I eat. Rolo's his name, by the way, Dave. But Rolo eats better than I do. Because Rolo's treat cupboard is jam-packed all the time. If I'm on the phone to Mel when I go to the shops, I buy him more treats. And she's always like, he doesn't need any more. The cupboard's full. And it's like, yep, but he deserves them. He deserves all the treats. That's what he deserves, all the treats. Show the treat pantry. I will another time, Mel. I can't be bothered right now. I'm thinking about going to the shop. I'm thinking about going and getting a couple of bits from the garage. Love that name. Cheers, Dave. Yep. Woohoo, shelf is done. Nice one, Sharon. Always treats for him. I just don't want them going to waste. Shop is closed now. No, I can go to the petrol station, Mel. Petrol station's 24 hours. But before I go, the stream is going to close because I need to check something quickly. The stream's going to buffer, but I am still here. I'm coming back. I just need to check something very, very quickly. I'm back, everyone. Who's still here? Paul O'Grady is the reason I fell in love with dogs. Paul O'Grady was a kind soul. 100%. Absolutely. Yeah, he was an amazing guy. Try to get this in the bloody... He scared me as a kid when he was Lily Savage. I don't remember him being Lily Savage. I may not be old enough. My nan used to tell me about him being Lily Savage, but I don't remember. I don't recall. Maybe I'm too young. Oh, I've got a headache, guys. New sub, bro. Appreciate that, Dave. I really appreciate that, buddy. Phone's gone berserk. Apologies. What did you do in the forces? I was a gunner. Yeah, I was a gunner, Dave. I heard send more messages of the plant stand. No, you did not, Sharon. No, you did not. No, Dave. No, I was as a machine gunner, top cover, all that kind of stuff. But I was an infanteer. Yes, Dave, I did. Yep. Yeah, we had enemy weapons, so to speak, so that we could get a feel for them and all that kind of stuff. Yes, Dave. Yep. Yeah, we had a what's it called, a PKM as well. We had an AK. We had AK-47s, PKMs. We had a Dragonov. Because we also, when we did maneuvers, we also had when we used to play the enemy for each other, the enemy teams would use the AKs and PKMs and Dragonovs and stuff when they were playing the enemy. Favorite gun? What's the gun with the knife at the end? Could be anything. Bayonets go on most weapons, Dave. But if you mean a firearm where the knife is permanently fitted, then it could be an SKS. It could be a Mosin Nagant. I don't really know, Dave. You could be talking about anything, buddy. I have no idea, bud. Miniguns are sick. Miniguns are pretty cool. I never fired one of them. Never fired a minigun. We had I did fire US weapons though, M16s, stuff like that. M16s, M60, because I worked with the US Marines and US Air Force a few times. Rocket launcher. I fired a javelin. I say fired a javelin. I've fired javelin a few times. Javelin. I fired other rocket launchers as well, but I can never remember the name of the one. It's a law something. I never remember the name of it. What's the name of the weapon that lies on the floor and can shoot far away? Again, it could be anything, Dave. I need a bit a mortar. You could be on about a mortar, yeah. I was going to say I do need a bit more detail. I don't really know. You know, there's a lot of different weapon systems, so. But yeah, I think you're on about a mortar. Ever flown? No, I'm not a pilot or anything. No, I'm not a pilot. I don't know how to fly. Because of my hearing, Dave. I was medically discharged because of my hearing. Deaf in my left ear. They put it down to service related because, well, it was the only thing that would have contributed to my hearing loss. He's also got selective hearing. No, I've never got selective hearing at all, Sharon. Have you worked with bomb squads? Yeah, I worked with, on one occasion I worked very closely with EOD. One of the places where I worked while I was serving, there was, one of the places where I worked, there was a bomb found, and it was my job to watch over it until EOD arrived. EOD is explosive ordnance disposal. And I had to watch over a bomb until they arrived. So yeah, I've worked with bomb disposal, EOD. It's the, it was Royal Logistic Corps. I think that's actually who bomb disposal are. I think they're all Royal Logistic Corps. As far as I know, because they're the only ones I've worked with when it comes to things like that. See, even at 36, I'm still learning new things. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. They say you learn new things every day. They say every day is a school day. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with learning new things every day. Yes, I did see that, by the way, Sharon. Sharon. I did see that, Sharon. You darn. You darn. Hey, Dawn. Dawn. It's a nice night. I'm wearing my thinner jacket tonight. I'm not wearing the big coat. Did you know Nike wasn't originally a sports logo? Nike was also a Greek goddess. I did not know that. See, there you go. You taught me something today, Dave. Because I did not know Nike was a Greek goddess. They pronounce it Nike, but spelt like. Well, see, I know it's supposed to be pronounced Nike, but I never do. I don't pronounce bikey, so. Who have we still got in the stream? Other than Dave. Dave's enjoying himself. I'm enjoying myself. Who else is in the stream? I can't think of. I mean, the Greeks pronounce it Nike. Fair enough. The goddess. I mean, no, I get that. I get that. I don't mind cats, but the bald ones freak me out. Same. Sphinx cats, yeah, they also freak me out a little bit. It's like stroking a ball sack, isn't it? Oh, I can't lie. It's like playing with your nuts. Favourite animal is a snow leopard. Nice. So whereabouts are you from, Dave? I guess you're in the UK. Whereabouts? They're majestic, and I think they're going extinct too. Oh wow. West Midlands. Oh yeah, you did say West Midlands when you came in. Yeah, you said hi from West Midlands. I remember when you first came in now. My bad. Forgot. But as soon as you said it, I remembered. 8-Legged Freaks, 8 Spiders. 8-Legged Freaks is a good movie though. Yeah, I can't lie, 8-Legged Freaks is a good movie. I watched once while high. It was crazy. Fair, Dave. I bet it was, buddy. Okay, can talk some nice one. Welcome back, Sharon. Green beans cooking, shelf in place, and I feel accomplished. Fair enough. Cooking short's going to be late, but I don't care. Fair enough. Everything's been late today, Sharon, but Sharon must have patience. Me and DIY don't work. I have some patience, but not a lot. Well, small projects. I shout at the instructions like it's going to help. I do that if it isn't in English. Section A goes into section B. Like that'll help. At this point, it's Lincoln Logs without the notches. Nice brisk air outside, I'll tell you that much. Shoot, another storm about to hit, so you know Roller's over here shaking. Roller's over there shaking because she's an overgrown rat, Sharon, and scared of everything. The worst one is the wardrobe or whatever, you put it up and then realise you've put it up wrong, so you have to start again. Mood killer. I did that with my bed when I first moved into my new place, Dave. I moved into this place I am now about a year ago, and I put the bed up wrong. But do you know what makes it worse? I put it up wrong. I took it apart. I laid everything out in the right places, and when I put it up wrong again. So instead of taking it all apart, do you know what I did to make it work? I drilled everything together so that it wouldn't come back to part on its own. It's going to be fun trying to take it apart when it comes to moving or anything any time, because I've drilled everything together so that it won't come apart on its own. The problem is now it's going to be hard to take apart manually as well. But yeah. She is. Hey all. Hey, Kim the crocodile. Little door upside down, backing turned the wrong way. And wait, the pole don't go that low. Kimberly, Sharon the craphead. Hey, I was nice, Kimberly. I'm playing, but I got some bad news, so what's going on? I would have smashed it up knowing me. Dave. I may have preeclampsia. What's preeclampsia, Kim? I'm not a woman or anything. My bad. Dawn had it with kiddo. What's preeclampsia? I think I've heard of it, but my BP was 170 over 100. Someone tell me what it is, please. Pregnancy issue causing high blood pressure. Is it dangerous? It's dangerous to mum and baby. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, Kim. When I left, it was 160 over 82. She'll eventually need bed rest. Oh, wow. You'll be fine, Kim. You'll be fine, Kim. You got this. You're a tough cookie. You're a crocodile. Damn girl, try and stroke out. You're a crocodile, Kim. You're tough. You're made of strong things. You'll get through it. I'll be okay. You'll be okay, Kim. You will. You will. You got this. I got this. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. You will, Kim. I reckon you'll be fine. You will be okay, I agree. Just listen to the doctor. I get that childbirth hurts for women, but they don't have the luxury of not knowing what it's like being kicked in the wedding vegetables. Dave. My blood pressure with Asher was 182 over 110. You'll be okay, though. Wedding vegetables is one that I'm going to have to steal, though. I've never heard it being called that. I'm going to have to steal wedding vegetables. It's true, though. It is true, Dave, yes. Wrong Dave. Yeah, wrong Dave. Kim. I stole that from James May. Oh, fair enough. Well, I'm stealing it from you. Childbirth ranks on scale with breaking all your bones at one time, and imagine nut shots are very close. Sharon, nut shots are way above childbirth. Sharon, nut shots are way above childbirth. I don't know any man that would stand there and say, "Oh, kick me in the balls again." But there are plenty of women that say, "I want to have another baby." Therefore, nut shots has got to be worse. So, yeah, we win. Hey, I don't know. On Jackass, they loved their nut shots. Yeah, but they're professional stuntmen, Sharon. I'm on about normal people. It can cause men's snooker balls to get bad. Our pain lasts for hours on end, sometimes days, sometimes the hole is ripped. Now what? And you still choose to have more children, Sharon. That is my point. So it can't be that bad, can it? Now what, Sharon? No, they're professional dumbasses. Lamau. Put it this way, I've never been able to scream high pitched. I did when I was kicked in the wedding vegetables. If you are allowed the drugs, I wasn't with Ryan. OMG. I was like, where's the food? Oh my days. Dave, your inner soprano came out. No, where's the food came after I gave birth. I was starving. Are you still here, Kim? Singing opera, Lamau. No, but I'm being serious. Yeah, I turned into Pavarotti. 20 hours, no food, just ice chips. Well, that's your fault, Sharon. You decided to get pregnant. Not with Ryan. You had unprotected sex. You know what comes from unprotected sex. You're a registered nurse. You know what happens with unprotected sex, Sharon. You can't act like you were a horny teenager that didn't know what was going on. That sounded mean. Nah, I don't think you sounded mean, Sharon. You were being, well, you're just stating facts. Men's pain hurts more. Being kicked there can kill the testes. Just, Sharon, you've lost. It hurts men more. Game over. Meow. Wait, I can do it better than that, Yadira. Meow. Yep. Game over, Sharon. We win. Yadira. Yeah, we win. We win. It hurts us more. I got kicked in the wedding vegetables by steel toe cap boots, so yeah, ouch. Dave. You need to stop using wedding vegetables. It takes away from it. It just makes me laugh. I swear your dearer just comes here now to hear me say meow. Meow. That's all your dearer comes here for now. She doesn't care about me. She just wants to meow. Your dearer's waving. See? It's true. Oh. I bet you win because you man flew his death. Oh, yeah. To you, man. Yeah, we win. I'm trying to be clean. I get that, Dave. Don't want to be. Hey, whoa. That won't happen around here, Dave. No, that doesn't happen around here, Dave. We don't. You don't have to keep it clean. And you don't have to. Worry about being blocked. You won't be blocked by my mods. OMG, we had a random come in meowing earlier and he left when I was like, yeah, do it again. Fair enough. What the hell did I walk into? I'm intrigued. I don't know, Sophia. I didn't see what you walked into. Dave, you'll get used to us. We get bad. This is just a tame day. Yep. Yadira, can you give people timeouts, please? What do you call a man with no arms and no legs? Names. Be right back, making my plate. Green beans finally done. Okay, Sharon, see you in a sec. Yadira, try and time people out, please. I'm not being rude, Yadira. I don't mean to have a go. Just please time people out first time. One day, a man walked into a bar. Ouch. How are you doing, Sophia? Good to see you. Always good to see you, Sophia. Yeah, please don't think I'm being rude to you, Yadira, because I'm not. I'm just asking that you time people out rather than hiding them straight away. If it's someone under 18, obviously hide them straight away. But if it's someone like that, we just time them out. Sorry, quick trigger. I know. Okay, just making sure, Yadira. Just making sure, because I didn't want you to think I was being rude or anything. I don't want you to think I was telling you off, because it's not. It was just me asking you politely. Good to see you too. Did you get wet today, Sophia? Or yesterday, did you get wet? Sorry. Because it's now Wednesday. Tuesday, I mean. Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Oh. Food. Sharon's got food. Why didn't the skeleton go to the fair? He had nobody to go with. Fair, buddy. It rains, so yes. Hello again, Al. How are you today, brother? I'm good, Steve. How are you, bud? What have you been up to? Did you go to the river or anything today, Sophia? Why did the one-handed man cross the road to get to the second-hand shop? You went to the lake? Nice. We got someone pressing the hearts. That's lovely. I'm guessing it's you, Yadira. You've been working, Steve? Nice. Hope you had a good day, though, bro. How many people died on Titanic? A boatload. Oh, Dave. Hi, Stev. Steve. Stevie. I'm gonna be the asshole. Sharon. I don't mind it, Sharon. I don't mind it. What did the ocean say to Titanic? Iceberg. We're looking forward to know. I don't watch football. I don't like football. I don't pay attention to football, Steve. I don't mind playing football. I don't watch football. So, not particularly, Steve. I'll be keeping my ear out for how England do, of course. Yeah, I will be keeping track of the score. Gonna be Twister. Okay, brother. T-Rex is back in the chat. How you doing, T-Rex? Okay. Twister, I am the asshole. How old is Rolo? Rolo will be 1 this month. He'll be a year old this month, Dave. You're good, T-Rex. I like. Oh, we've just had this conversation, Steve. Oh, gotta go through it again. Basically, I like rugby. I like most sports. There's not a lot of sports that I like watching, but I like partaking in sports, Steve. I do watch the BTCC. I don't mind playing snooker, darts, rugby, football, tennis, all that kind of stuff. I don't mind playing that stuff. I don't really watch sports. That's Steve. What day is it going to be one? I'd have to get paperwork to X because I can't remember. It's like the 15th or something, I think. 15th or 16th. But I'd have to look at his paperwork. Be spot on. Give him some birthday from me. I will do, Dave. Yeah, sorry, Steve. I don't really watch sports, but I like to partake in sports, buddy. I'm not much of a conversationalist when it comes to sports because I don't really know much about sports. It's purely because I play the sports rather than watching. I don't support a football team. I don't support a rugby team. I used to play union and league rugby, but I broke my ribs and had to give it up. So, yeah. But I'll play most sports. I just don't watch them. I find it boring to watch. I'd rather be fit and active. Love films, Steve. Yes. Horrors, action, war, stuff like that. Absolutely love films, Steve. Yes. I will give him some birthday pets from you, Steve. You got banned from most sports school. Oh dear. These mosquito bites are itching badly. I'll roll tide. Roll tide, Sharon. Roll tide. Favorite film of all time? Oh, that's a difficult one. There's so many good films, and there's so many that I actually really, 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 really like. 1917 is up there. Saving Private Ryan, Dunkirk, those are all up there. Black Hawk Down is up there. I like Titanic, the movie. Horrors, you've got all the Final Destinations. I like Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3. I like The Lost World. Not too keen on the sequels. I like Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick. There's so many movies. I don't have a favourite of all time, man. I really couldn't say. What's your favourite movie of all time, Steve? You have Three Mosquito Bites, T-Rex. The best film ever made is The Shawshank Redemption. It's up there. It's definitely up there. Sorry, I keep yawning. T-Rex, get some vinegar essence and put some on a kitchen towel before you start scratching. Takes the itch away. So it's not mosquito bites. OMG. The Great Escape with Steve McQueen. Absolutely love it. That's also a good one, Steve. Yes. This is the thing. There are so many. Sharon, what's your favourite movie? Sophia, your favourite movie? Your favourite movie? See, I've got so many. Did you know yawning is contagious? That I did know, yes. I'm going to get some more tomorrow, Sharon. When someone yawns, then everyone else does. Yeah, that is a fact that I know. Lord of the Rings, simple answer. Breakfast at Tiffany's. We can't be friends anymore, Sophia. We're not friends anymore either, Sharon. Harry Potter. You and Mel are gross. You don't really watch movies, T-Rex? Fair. Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. You guys aren't my friends anymore. Mel's not my friend anymore either because she likes Harry Potter. Yadira, what's your favourite movie? Horror has to be Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, I like Scream 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't like 5, 6, or 7. I love the Nightmare on Elm Streets. I love the Halloween movies. I love most of them. Too many. Same Yadira. That's the thing. I love An American Werewolf in London. Nice one, Dave. Listen here, so you've known about my Harry Potter obsession since October, and I don't want to hear it. Yeah, you can go and talk to Mel about Harry Potter. Get out of my stream. I'm joking. I think it's because I get distracted a lot and don't watch movies. Fair enough. Halloween's brilliant. Yeah, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street. When it comes to horror, I like The Exorcist. I watch a lot of horror. What do, Yadira? Look in the mirror. She calling you out, Al. She is T-Rex. I'm joking, by the way, Yadira. I'm not going to keep saying I'm joking after I make comments. You guys know I'm joking, and if you don't, well, then that's on you. But also love animated movies. I don't watch animated movies. I don't even own any animated movies. I wonder if Dobby and Gollum are related. Aren't they lovers, Dave? I thought they were married. Do you like Fast and Furious? I like the first, 3 or 4, yeah. But they turned to shit after the 4th one. Maybe the 5th one, actually. But after that, they really turned to crap. I was just going to tell you that you don't have to explain the joke. Well, I didn't explain the joke, Sophia. But I did say that I was joking after saying it. And I don't have to say I'm joking. Tokyo Drift was rubbish. See, I thought it was alright. But it's personal taste, isn't it? I liked it, you didn't. No need to argue about it. Because it's my opinion, you know? 5th one is my favourite. Nice one, Dave. What about Shrek? I haven't seen Shrek since I was a kid. After Paul Walker died, the franchise went to crap, definitely. Yeah. The only good thing about Tokyo Drift was Hulk car. See, I quite like Tokyo Drift, but I'm not going to try and make other people like it. I'm not like that. I don't really persuade other people to like things that I like if they don't like them, you know? Because everyone's got their own tastes and opinions and stuff. Dave, technically, Smeagol and Dobby would be related. The first one was the best, Johnny Tran. Hi, Subaru. Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, Subaru. That's probably true. Private Benjamin. Is that a movie, Steve? I've never seen it. I've never heard of it. Smeagol was Dobby's redneck cousin. Hi, Subaru. Do you like any comedians? Oh, I'm very picky with comedians, Steve. I don't find a lot of people funny. My humor's really dark. So if, like, Frankie Boyle's humour isn't dark, he's just a cunt. I hate Frankie Boyle. He's not got dark humour, he's just a cunt who tries to offend on purpose. Don't like the cunt. Lee Evans, I quite like Lee Evans, but Lee Evans is quite funny because of all the actions and the voices he does. Have you heard? I've heard of Jeff Dunham. I don't like him. Lee Evans is class, right, Dave? Yeah, I don't like Jeff Dunham. I find him boring. I don't really like Michael McIntyre. What's the other guy called? Mickey Flanagan. Mickey Flanagan's all right. But I'm very fussy when it comes to comedians. I don't find many people funny. Sharon, that's why Smeagol doesn't wear socks.
Hate Russell Brand. I don't like Russell Brand. What about Finn Taylor? He seems to be a bit different. I think I know who you're talking about. I haven't really seen any of his stuff. Roy Chubby Brown was hilarious. The one who married Katy Perry. Yeah, Dave. Yeah, Russell Brand. I don't like him. Paul Smith. I don't know who Paul Smith is. Jack Whitehall. No, I don't find him funny. I compared your humour to Jimmy Carr is hilarious. I love Jimmy Carr. Yeah, Jimmy Carr's a good one. Yeah, you did compare my humour to Jimmy Carr. You did. That's right. Sean Locke was brilliant. Yeah, Sean Locke was good. John, even is it Joe Wilkinson? Yeah, Joe Wilkinson's quite funny. And John Richardson is all right. I like John Richardson. I like John Richardson's stand up more than I liked him on Countdown. But John Richardson's stand up, if you ever get to see it, is quite funny. Sarah Millican's quite funny. I dislike Rosie Jones as a comedian. Jimmy Carr is delightfully dry. I saw Paul Whitehouse last month buying wine in the shop. I didn't bother him, drove off in a Lexus. Nice. Kevin Bridges. Kevin Bridges is funny. His comeback form. His comeback from your mum's teeth is classic. Yeah. If you want my comeback, you'll have to scrape it off your mum's teeth first. Yep. I've never heard of that person, Subaru. Goldie looking chain. I've never heard of them. Mock the Week is a gem. Yeah. Mock the Week was a bit hit and miss for me. Russell Howard. I haven't seen Russell Howard in a long time. I know he's still going, but his older stuff, yeah, I used to like. So I will say that I like Russell Howard, but I haven't seen any of his new stuff, so I might not like him anymore. I don't know. Kind of a Welsh comedic rap group. They'll rap about turkey teeth, little middle oil, amusing. Ah, okay, fair enough. I'll have to check them out, Subaru. What they called? Goldie looking chain. Goldie looking. I'll have to look for them on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna get shower, make a grocery list, and finish my recipe short. Then day complete. Love, hugs, mushy stuff. See you later, Sharon. Thanks for being here. I'm going soon anyway. It's 20 to 2 in the morning. Have fun getting wet, Sharon. Ooh, matron. Did someone turn the thermostat up? Because it just got really warm in here. I'm going to sleep now. Good night, guys, and thanks for going live, bro. Dave, before you leave, do me a favor. Like the stream, subscribe if you aren't already, and turn on the notifications. I go live every night, 9 p.m. UK time. Don't miss it, buddy. It gets way more fun than it's been tonight. I'm just pooped, I'll be honest. But you've seen how it's been a little bit tonight. It's been quite tame, but it gets a lot more than this usually. So yeah, like the stream, subscribe if you aren't already, turn on the notifications, and yeah, make sure you come back every night, 9 p.m. UK time. It's fantastic. You're already subbed? Well, appreciate that. Thanks, Dave. Good night, buddy. Won't be long until I go to bed because I got to be up in the morning and it's nearly 2 o'clock. Thank you, Yadira. Yadira, if anyone else with that name comes in, you can actually get rid of them because that person's got like 4 accounts. It's someone trying to troll me, I think, and I've hidden every other account, so you can get rid of that one, Yadira. If you see any more of them ones come in under that name. Because, yeah. Right, well, I think I'm going to go to sleep anyway. People need better hobbies. Absolutely, Sophia. The guy's got like 3 or 4 accounts, man. Same name as well. If you're going to try trolling, at least, have a different thingy. But anyway, I'm going to head to bed, guys and girls. Thank you all for being here. It's been fun. Great conversations and stuff. But I'll catch you all tomorrow. Well, tonight, my time. But I'll catch you all tomorrow, 9 p.m. UK time. Appreciate you all. Good night. See you later. Thank you, Sophia. Good night, everyone.